There's a lonely stretch of highway past the county line, where the radio fades into sad old rhyme. The wind rolls through this pickup like it knows my mind, and every mile I drive just leaves you more behind. The moon is hanging low above these desert plains. Your memory rides beside me like the falling rain. I tried to drown your ghost in every roadside park, but broken hearts keep fumbling old guitars. There's dust on my boots tonight again, from roads that led me back to when you held my hand beneath those neon lights. Now I'm chasing shadows in the pale moonlight. This old highway knows my pain. Every mile calls out your name. No matter where these lonely wheels might roam, your love's the road that leads me home. I passed the town where we first said goodbye. Your silhouette still lingers in the night sky. The jukebox in that bar still plays our song, but without your voice, it just sounds wrong. If I could turn this truck around somehow, I'd be knocking on your front porch now. The pride and distance built these miles between two hearts that once were everything. There's dust on my boots tonight again, from roads that led me back to where you whispered softly you would stay, but love sometimes just slips away. Still I ride these midnight lines where your memory always shines, and every star above this lonely sight feels like you. On dust on my boots tonight. The sun was falling slow on Amarillo town. Golden dust and silence settling all around. Your shadow in the doorway, suitcase in your hand. I knew that fading moment I was losing you again. A train was crying softly somewhere down the line, like it knew our hearts were running out of time. You didn't say forever, you didn't say goodbye, just one last tear shining in your eyes. Like the last light in Amarillo, your love faded in the sky, burning red across the window. Then it slowly sunset on the prairie feels like that old painful view. Every fading light reminds me of the night I lost you. The bar lights flickered on along Route 66. Old cowboys telling stories, pouring whiskey quick. But every laugh around me only made it clear. A lonely heart hears silence louder than the cheer. If the wind could carry words across the plains tonight, I'd send them chasing that disappearing light, just to tell you what I never had the chance to say, that my heart never drove away. Like the last light in Amarillo, your love vanished from my sight, left a burning trail of sorrow in the quiet desert night. Now the stars above the prairie shine on everything we knew, but the last light in Amarillo still reminds me of you. Prairie wind was blowing through the tall, dry grass, like a whisper from a love that couldn't last. Every mile of sky stretched empty and wide, but your memory kept riding by my side. I saw your smile in a cloud drifting slow, in the sunset where the dusty rivers flow. I tried to outrun the past down every road, but your name is the heaviest load. Your name on the wind tonight, calling through the pale like a song the prairie sings again. Through every valley, through every bend, I may roam these roads alone. Through every town I've ever known, but every lonely mile I'm in still carries your name on the wind. The jukebox in a bar played a broken tune about a cowboy leaving far too soon. I tipped my hat and stared into my glass. Some loves are never meant to pass. If the wind could take me back in time, before that train left the county line, maybe I'd hold you tight like a prayer the prairie sends again, across the hills and canyon bends. Though the years may slowly spin like tumbleweeds across the wind, my heart will always wander in the sound of your name on the wind. There's a bar on the corner of an old dirt street where the night comes alive to a steel guitar beat. A bartender wiping glasses, slow and kind, while I sit here with a whiskey under neon signs. Memory walks in every time that door swings wide, like the ghost of a love I can't outride. I keep hoping someday you'll walk through again, but the only thing waiting is this lonely friend. Whiskey under neon signs tonight, burning like your goodbye. Every sip brings back your eyes shining in the barroom light. The jukebox cries an old sad line about love that slipped away in time. And here I sit trying to forget, with whiskey under neon signs. Old cowboys laugh like nothing's wrong, but their voices hide broken songs. Every heart in here has known this pain, trying to wash it down like rain. If love was something money could buy, I'd fill this bar and never cry. But hearts ain't fixed with a whiskey glass, some wounds are made to last. Whiskey under neon signs tonight, still burning through my mind. Your shadow dancing in the light of memories left behind. So I'll raise one more for yesterday, before the morning steals the night, and leave my tears on this old bar, with whiskey under neon signs. I drove past the diner where we used to stop. 2 cups of coffee while the rain would drop. your laughter drifting through the morning air. Now every mile reminds me you're not there. The radio's playing those old sad songs about love that didn't last too long. I tried to change the station, try to forget, but this old road remembers every step. The highway won't forget your name or the night you walked away in the rain. These tires keep rolling through the pain, but the memories stay the same. Every mile and every line carries echoes left behind. No matter how far these wheels may go, the highway won't forget. The moon hangs low above the desert sand, like a lonely light I can't outrun. Your voice still riding in the midnight air, a ghost that follows everywhere. If roads could talk, they'd tell the truth about the night I lost you, about the tears I tried to hide on this long and empty ride. The highway won't forget your name or the fire in that fading flame. The stars above may slowly set, but this road won't let me forget. So I keep driving through the night under lonely prairie skies, but every road I'm traveling yet knows a love I can't forget. There's a roadside mailbox leaning in the wind, just past a curve where the gravel road begins. I stopped there tonight with a pen and a line, trying to write what's been breaking this heart of mine. Every word feels heavier than the last, like footprints sinking in the past. I fold the paper, but I know all the while some letters never leave a lonely mile. These are letters from a lonely mile, written where the prairie runs wild. Every line carries your name, every tear falls just the same. I send them out into the night, hoping the wind might set him right, but love that fades still lingers a while. In letters from a lonely mile. Stars hang low like old porch lights, watching over these quiet nights. If you could read what this heart confessed, you'd know I never loved you less. Maybe someday down the line you'll pass this road and read these signs of a man who tried to hide the pain, but wrote your name again and again. These are letters letters from a lonely mile, where the moon rests for a while. Every page holds yesterday that time could never wash away. So I leave them here beneath the sky, where the prairie winds drift by, and every memory walks a while through letters from a lonely mile. There's a whistle crying through the Texas night, cutting through the dark like a fading light. I watched you standing by the station line, with tears you tried so hard to hide. Your suitcase carried more than clothes that day. It held the love we couldn't make a stay. The engine roared and the wheels began, taking away my only friend. That midnight train to Lubbock town carried my whole world away. Steel wheels rolling down the track while my heart begged you to stay. Now every whistle in the night still echoes through my soul. That midnight train to Lubbock took the only love I know. The station lights went dim and cold, just an empty bench and stories untold. Your perfume drifting in the midnight air, like a ghost that's always there. If I had run just a little bit faster, maybe love would have come after. But some trains leave without a sound and never turn around. That midnight train to Lubbock town still haunts these lonely tracks. Every mile that carried you is a mile I can't get back. Now I stand beneath the stars where our goodbye began, listening for that midnight train rolling through my heart again. You didn't slam the door or raise your voice, just packed your things like it was your choice. The clock kept ticking on the kitchen wall, but I never heard a word at all. Your footsteps fading down the hall, like a quiet echo in my soul. I stood there frozen in that room while love disappeared too soon. It was the silence of your goodbye, louder than a midnight cry. No angry words, no tears heart letting go. Now every night I hear it still, that empty hush across the hill. The sound that broke this heart of mine was the silence of your goodbye. Your coffee cup still on the table there, like you might walk in anywhere. But the wind through the screen door knows the truth. Love sometimes fades without a proof. If you had shouted, if you had cried, maybe I'd know the reason why. But quiet goodbyes leave deeper scars than any angry broken hearts. It was the silence of your goodbye, drifting through the pale night sky. A quiet storm I couldn't fight that stole my world that lonely night. And every star that passes by feels like your last soft sigh. The loudest sound I ever knew was the silence of your goodbye. Rust on tile floor, parked by the barn, dust on the fields and a cold empty yard. I used to drive you down those county roads. Now it's just me and a memory load. Your scarf still hanging on the passenger seat, where you used to laugh right next to me. The radio plays, but it don't feel the same without you whispering my name. There's rust on my old Ford tonight, like the years on this lonely life. Every mile we used to ride still echoes in the countryside. The paint may fade, the wheels may slow, but some old hearts never let go, just like the love I'm thinking of. There's a rust on my old Ford. I drove past the river where we used to stay, watching the sunset fade away. Your reflection in that golden light still haunts the road every night. If engines could carry broken hearts, I'd drive back to where we start. But time rolls on like a dusty storm and leaves old trucks and hearts warm. There's rust on my old Ford tonight, sitting under prairie light. Every scratch and every scar tells a story of who we are. And though these wheels may never roam, your memory rides me home. And every mile I'm dreaming of, like a rust on my old Ford. sky turned gold above the canyon line, like it used to every evening back in time. We'd sit together on that old fence rail, watching the daylight slowly pale. Now the wind is the only voice I hear, whispering the memories you left here. Your shadow used to fall next to mine in that fading western shine. It's one more sunset without you, burning red and fading blue. The prairie holds the same old view, but everything feels wrong without you. The stars come out like they used to do, but they shine on someone missing too. Every evening breaks my heart in two. One more sunset without you. The cattle drift slow across the plain, like time moving through the pain. I tip my hat to the falling light, whisper your name into the night. If love could ride the evening breeze, it'd bring you back across these fields. But the sun goes down the same old way, and still you're far away. It's one more sunset without you, painting skies I once shared with you. The world keeps turning like it's true, but my heart stopped when I lost you. And every dusk I am passing through feels like the night I said adieu. Another day is almost through. One more sunset without you. There's a dusty line past El Paso town, where the highway bends and the sun goes down. And I cross that border with a broken heart, not knowing where the healing starts. The desert wind sang a lonely tune underneath that pale old moon. Every mile felt like goodbye to the couldn't keep alive. On the road beyond El Paso, where the wild winds blow, I left the pieces of my heart 1,000 miles ago. Every star above the sand knows the pain I hide. On the road beyond El Paso, where lonely cowboys ride. The cactus shadows stretch so long, like the memory of a faded song. Your voice still drifting through the air, like a ghost that's always there. If love could ride these desert skies, I'd see it shining in your eyes. But some roads lead away from home and leave a man to roam. On the road beyond El Paso, where the night runs deep, I carried dreams I couldn't hold and promises I couldn't keep. Every mile beneath these stars feels like the night you let me go. On the road beyond El Paso, where broken hearts still go. The sun went down behind the prairie line, painting the sky like an old goodbye. My boots kicked dust on a lonely street, where your first steps used to walk with me. The wind keeps calling through the open plains, like it's whispering your name again. I tried to bury what we used to be, but your memory still rides with me. In a cowboy's quiet heart tonight, there's a fire still burning bright. Though the miles pulled us apart, you still live inside my heart. These open roads and endless skies still carry echoes of your eyes. No matter where these trails may start, you live in a cowboy's quiet heart. The old guitar beside my bed still sings the words we never said. Every chord holds yesterday and the love that cowboys learn to hide their pain behind the dust and falling rain. But even strong hearts fall apart when love leaves a cowboy's heart. In a cowboy's quiet heart tonight, your memory shines like prairie light. Through every storm and lonely start, you're the beat inside my heart. And though the years may drift apart like tumbleweeds across the dark, there's one truth written in every part. You live in a cowboy's quiet heart.